Hello everyone, Miguel here from Unique Web Designer, and welcome to Capítulo 24 of Boost Your Business. And for this one, we're going to look at an personal accounting website in order to see if there are any things that I can do to improve their conversions. And as always, the goal of this series is so that by you going live over these websites with me, you can take things that you can implement on your website and thus increase your conversions as well and put more moolah in your pocket. So without further ado, I already have a search going for us. It's Fort Lauderdale personal accountant, and I'm gonna go down. Let's go to the bottom somewhere. And okay, so accounting services Florida, Rosa. So this is a woman, so let's do this one, Rosa M. Cohen. Okay, now one thing that I would say with the Google Business Profile, it looks fine because it has, it has the website, has the directions, has the call, the phone number, and it has all the information, the certified public accountant, so that's the category, so that's definitely okay. But she only has 2 reviews. It's good that they're 5 stars, both of them, but you definitely want to have more reviews so that Google considers you kind of like more professional and more trustworthy so that you start moving up the rankings. So that's one thing that I would definitely try to focus on if I was this business owner when it comes to trying to rank better online. And obviously, the reason why I'm saying this is because it doesn't matter how great your website is, you can have the best website in the world, but if nobody knows about it, you're not converting anybody, nobody's calling you. So the higher up your ranking, obviously, the more people are going to go to your website, and the more chances you're going to have to actually get some of those people to contact you. So let's go ahead and go over to the website and review it. So let me shrink this so that I'm not in the way. Okay, so right away, looking at the website, the one thing that I've noticed is that nothing pops. Nothing is popping at me. I can already see she has the phone number right here, but it's not popping. Like, it's no different than the email. It's no different than Se Habla Español. So some people may just miss it. And that's definitely a big no-no. Just having this button have like a different background, or maybe make it bold, or anything that you can do to actually make it pop when it comes to everything that's around it, do it, because it's definitely going to get more people contacting you. Another thing that I just noticed is that if you look up here, it says the website is not secure. When people see that a website is not secure, most of the time they just hit the back button and they leave. Why? Because they'll think, oh, this website must have a virus or must have problems or whatnot. Definitely. And this just means it's something called SSL certificate. So this one, what she has to do is just reinstall or install the SSL certificate. Maybe it's expired and she didn't pay for the renewal, but all they have to do is install the SSL certificate or renew it, and they'll be good to go. Now, over here as well on the menu, I see that they have a let us feel your dream. So that's a call to action because you can click on it. Let me see what happens. Okay, so this is an actual form, but it doesn't pop. If you look at it, this pops more than this. Like, if I'm looking at it, if somebody comes over here and looks at this website, they're not gonna know that this is clickable because there's nothing really saying, hey, click here, or hey, this is clickable. They may think that this is clickable just because it's bold, but there's nothing saying that this is clickable. So definitely, if you're gonna have calls to action, make sure that they stand out and that it's obvious that those are clickable features on your website. Now there's an X button right here. Let me see. Okay, so the X button is clickable. It's clickable, but it doesn't do anything. So I'm definitely removing that just to not confuse people. And okay, so we have the select language. This is her name. Rosa M. Cohen, certified public accountant, the logo. So this is good. And she has her navigation, which is nice, definitely nice. And then we have a slider. Now this, I'm not a proponent of sliders above the fold. Why? Because for the most part, sliders like this that are moving quickly, they're just a distraction. Yes, they used to be nice, and back in the day when people didn't understand, like time on page and interactive features and calls to action, people used to actually like putting sliders on their websites. And since there hadn't been enough testing done to prove whether they're good or bad, and not that all sliders are bad, but when you're putting a slider above the fold, at the minimum, make sure that you have a stop button. Like right now, it's just going in a loop and you can't stop it. So make sure that you have a stop button if you're gonna have a slider at the top. This particular, let me see. If I go back, this one doesn't have any information in it, so it's doing absolutely nothing. I would just delete this one. And if you can see, even if I hit the back button, it continues going. So it's just going on a loop. So it never stops. Now, so this one right here, as you can see, is hard to read, because hard to read the text because of the background information or the background image. I would do some kind of opacity so that it's easy to read this text. Choose to grow, allow us to give you a free consultation, and then I'm gonna click here. So I'm definitely going to make sure that the button stands out and that people can easily read the information, and definitely make it either go slower or put a stop, because it's just like it's gonna be too fast for most people. And so on this ladder we have condo HOA is what we do best, and then this is a little hard to read just because of where it's the location on the image. But financial statement and tax return preparation, okay, so this is good. The only thing I'm doing, definitely making the button pop, making the buttons pop, making them different than the background. And I'll show you on my website. So like she literally has all the same information, but look at the difference. My website, we have the menu, just like she has a menu, has the logo, she has a logo. But look at the only thing that's different up here is the phone number. In other words, hey, I want you to call me. I want you to click here, get on the phone with me. Ask me, hey, what are your prices for web design? What can you do for me for local SEO? Whatever it is that you need, I want you to be able to call me right away. And I don't want you to guess or anything. I want you to see, hey, this is how you get in touch with me. And that's why this is the only thing up here that stands out. Then what else does right here? Book a free web design consultation. The way she has it is up here, let us fulfill your dream. But you don't know, like you don't even know that that's clickable. Over here, it's a button. You know that it's clickable. You don't have to guess. And then I have the chat. So this is my form, this is my phone number, and this is a chat. Some people are at work. They may not have time to get on the phone and talk to you. They might not want to fill out a form and wait days to get a response. But they may be willing to click right here and talk to you live. And as you can see, this one says, welcome to Unique Web Designer. If you need help, simply reply to this message. We are online and ready to help. In other words, I'm telling everybody that arrives at my website, hey, we're online. And if they click here, it goes directly to my phone number, to my phone, and I can just answer it just like a regular text. So let's go back to the website. So definitely above the fold, the main things that I would do to increase our conversions is certainly handle the SSL issue, because that's gonna scare a lot of people away. And obviously people that are scared off, they can't become a customer. Second, I'm making the phone number visible and different than anything at the top so that people can easily find it. even if they don't want to see anything on my website. Let's say they came from Google, they already trust what Google lays out for them. They click, they may just want to call me. Okay, just call me. I'll answer your questions. I don't need you to read through my page. If you want to call me, call me. And the call to action on the left, on the top left, I'm making sure that that form actually pops out. So those are the things that I will do above the fold at the very top. Over here, I'm doing away with the slider because it's too fast. There's no stop button. And the images behind them, they're stock images. Anybody can see that those are stock images. So it's not her, it's not her team, it's not anything to do with the business. And one thing, as a service-based business, and like corporate businesses can get away with this, like just having a bunch of stock images, because everybody knows them, and they're not necessarily looking to make a connection with every individual. In our case, as small business owners, we want to make a connection. So the best way that you can make a connection is actually showing images of yourself, showing images of your team, showing images of the work that you do. Like in this case, if Rosa was to go to a client's office and maybe do a consultation or something, she could put some images of that on her website. And maybe that other person, the client, doesn't want to show their face or anything, but you could just take images where nothing is shown but yourself, and say paperwork or so on. So she could definitely do a lot of things here in order to make that personal connection and get people more intrigued with her branding and her company. So let's just keep going down to see how we are. So this over here, it seems like, let me see. Okay, so this is definitely a big no-no. And not that there's anything wrong with what she has going on, but just to explain it, this is just like a sub menu. So these are, you click on something else pops up, and if you click on that, it's gonna take you to a separate page. So she already has a menu right here, and she has it well laid out. Like this is actually a very nice menu. Why? Because say about, she has bio, our values, employment opportunities. So everything is laid out to a specific page. So every link has a specific page. Services, she has the type of services and the services below that service. So kind of like services for individuals. And then she's listing each service that she has for individuals. Business services, she's listing each service that she has for businesses. So this is a superb menu because it's laid out so perfectly. There's no guessing. Like what you're looking for. If you're looking for business services and it's payroll, you're gonna go to payroll. But if you're going to business services and you want some bank financials, you're gonna go here instead of payroll. So definitely very nice. This right here is just going to confuse people. Like you don't want people going to your website and having a headache trying to figure out how to navigate your website. This menu is beautiful, does wonders. This one right here is not needed. It's probably, some of this information is probably redundant with some of these pages. And so tax preparation, tax planning, tax problems, tax preparation, tax planning, tax problems. In other words, see, even without having visited this website, I already know that there will be some kind of redundancy. Why? Because this right here has so many sub layers that I was pretty sure that most of this information was already in here somewhere. So it's kind of like she has two different menus. And one thing that she can do, if she just thinks, oh, we need to show the menu at all times, just make sure that this menu goes with you as you travel down the website. Like if you look at mine, the menu here is always at the top. You see, no matter where you go, the menu follows you. So I don't have to have a separate menu or think I need specific parts of my menu somewhere else, because it's going everywhere with wherever you go, and no matter what page you're in, that menu is there. So definitely removing this to avoid confusion. And obviously people that are confused are not going to buy your services, they're not going to contact you. And right here we have some information, free initial consultation. This I would definitely make it a button, maybe over here somewhere, right here, and that would make it more interactive and people would pick up on it easier instead of just like some underline. And then we have the phone number. One thing to always keep in mind, no matter what kind of service you provide, no matter whether you're a small business, large business, corporation, whatever you are, make sure that everywhere where you have a phone number is click to call. Anywhere where you have an email is click to email. Anywhere where you have directions is click to map. In other words, if they click on your directions, they should get directions from where they are to where you are or where your office is. If it's a phone number, they should be able to click on it and automatically have their application pop up where they can call you right away. If it's an email, have it so that they can click on it and go directly to their email application, send you an email. Make it easy. Anything that's hard for people, they're going to run away from. They're going to hit the back button, go to a competitor without question. And so right here, can you say more? Okay, so these are buttons. And if you can see, when I hover over it, it goes into this like red color, but it's all blurry, so it's hard to see. Definitely a big no-no. You don't want people trying to go like this, trying to read your text, because it's just going to frustrate them. They're gonna be like, oh, let me get my my sunglasses or whatnot, and you definitely don't want that. And let's click on them, see what happens. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, we have 3 different places. Let's click on them just to see. This segment is for tax. Okay, so this segment is, oh, okay, so all 3 buttons go to the exact same place, have the exact same information. There's no difference. And if you can see by the link, it's the same URL for all 3. So definitely not doing that. If someone is to click on a button on your website, make sure that that button supports the text that that person just saw. So in other words, if they're saying the simple plan, a retirement plan for small business, the page, if they click on that, the page that they should see should only talk to me about the simple plan, because that's what I was expecting. If I clicked on that, I expect to get this information, not some generic information that all these buttons are giving. So these buttons are basically deceiving. And what's gonna happen? Somebody clicks here, they think they're gonna see something, they don't see it, and they're gonna go over here maybe, or they're gonna start clicking everywhere, and then they're gonna get frustrated and they're gonna say, oh, I'm not getting my information, I'm gone. And that's it, you lost that person. So make sure that any button that somebody clicks actually provides that service or that information. So if somebody clicks book a free web design consultation, they better get a form that they can fill out. If they click on my phone number, they better get that application coming up to call. And then, like, let's say a free web design quote, they better get some form or something that has information. So you see, they have the consultation. So any button that you have on your website, make sure that it supports the information that the person is expecting to receive. Okay, so featured articles, this is good. I like it when websites have a blog or a news feature where they're giving some information, keeping up. And if you update your blog, Google sees that and they're like, okay, this website is active. And it's not necessarily going to like shoot you up the rankings, but most website owners do not update their website frequently. So if you're updating your website, your blog, wherever you're updating your website, Google can see that and they can say, well, he's more active than this person. So if all things are equal, I'm definitely going to give an advantage over the person, to the person that's doing a little more. And so right here, one thing, just noticing, there's no difference between any of the text except that the titles are all capitalized. So definitely make sure that, once again, you make them pop. This is the title, so make it bold, make it something where people can see, okay, this is the title and this is just supporting information. This is a title, this is supporting information. This is clickable, this is not. Right now there's nothing that says that these are clickable outside of actually hovering over them. So, and right here, numbers you hate, let us calculate. Okay, so this is like a loan calculator, which is nice. And I actually like this. Whenever businesses can have interactive features, it's always good to have them. Now, when it comes to loans, some loans require more information than this to figure them out, but that's okay. The reason why I like these is because whenever you have interactive features that keep people clicking around and messing with your website, Google is keeping track of all of that. So, like, let's say if your website, somebody came to your website and they just like scroll through everything and then they find this calculator over here, they start playing with it. Maybe they spend 5 minutes playing around with the calculator, and then maybe they spent another minute just hovering around, but they spent 5 minutes playing around with this calculator. That means that this person just spent 5 minutes plus that 1 minute that they spent getting to your calculator. So that's 6 minutes. If somebody was to go to your competitor's website and they don't have anything interactive on the site, maybe they just do the same thing that they were doing on your website. They scroll down, they don't see anything interesting, they leave. Kind of like whenever you're on Instagram, you go like this until you see something interesting, then you stop. Instagram notices, oh, there's a lot of people stopping when they see this specific thing, so let's show this more. What Google does is, if they're showing all these results and more people are spending more time on specific pages, they're gonna be like, okay, well, this website must be good because people are spending time on it. This website must be bad because people are not spending time on it. So if you have interactive things like this, like a calculator or something that makes people spend more time on your website, definitely a big plus. Definitely a big plus. Now, in the case of this website, because of all the imperfections at the top, people may not get to this part, honestly. But if she perfected everything and had the website, like, basically had a better flow on this website, people would definitely get to this point and they will interact more and they will spend more time on the website, and thus Google will be like, okay, well, let's give this guy, this person's website more trust and more better rankings. So let's keep going down. So she has more calculators, definitely nice. And then here we have buttons. Okay, so they're clickables, and this changes. Okay, so that's okay. Now the one thing is, like, obviously this, nothing says clickable about this button, so I'm definitely just doing something to make sure that people know that they're clickable, so that they get this information here. So, but this section is not bad. It's definitely okay. Not your average CPA, or friendly personalized service and exceptional support sets us apart from the rest. Call now. Okay, so call now, but you don't make your phone number click to call. Remember, anywhere where you have a phone number, make it click to call. Anywhere where you have an address, make it go directly to the map so that people can get directions. Right here, join us today, sign up for monthly updates. Okay, so she has an email newsletter, which is nice. And then right here on the footer, she has her important links. So this is nice. As always, if you're gonna have an address, click to map. A phone, click to call. The email is click to email, so she got that going on. And you'll see See, this is my Outlook, so it popped up, so that's good. And then some more information over here. And then she has a portal, so that's all good. She has her social media. Okay, so this is definitely nice. So this website, honestly, it's not, it has all the information that one would need, but it's not laid out properly. So it's hard for people to understand the page. The background and the text is not conducive of easy reading, and the calls to action are not popping out, so people don't know what it is that this website wants them to do next. So those are the main changes that I will make, and I guarantee that just making those changes to this specific website would definitely increase their conversions. They will get more people calling them, and that will mean they will make more money. So if you found anything useful from this video, make sure to share it, subscribe to the channel, and like the video. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or if you have a website that you'd like me to review, leave a comment down below in the comment section, or contact me over at my website, uniquewebdesigner.com, and I'll be sure to do a review just like this one. They're completely free, so you don't have to worry about that. And hopefully this has been useful to you guys. And as always, Unique is out.